Ever wonder how a voice so smooth it could hush a storm ended up scarred by secrets that silence even legends? Sade Adu, the velvet soul behind Smooth Operator, wove ache into anthems that defined cool for generations. But at 66, far from spotlights, she's navigating heartbreaks that cut deeper than any lyric. Exiles, betrayals, a son's quiet battles. What unseen forces pulled this icon into shadows? And could 2025's whispers of a comeback rewrite her story? Let's trace the woman who turned pain into poetry, a tale that'll linger like her melodies. Picture a girl born in 1959, under Nigeria's sun, Helen Sade Adu, her name whispering, crowned with wealth. Ibadan hummed with color, her father's lectures blending with her mother's nursing warmth. But at 4, it cracked. Parents split, yanking her across oceans to England's grey chill. Essex wasn't home, it was a riddle, her skin a stare, her accent a stutter. School whispers turned inward, folding her into stillness, survival's soft armor. No one knew the rootless ache fueling midnight hums, sketches of worlds where she belonged. That displacement didn't break her. It brewed a sound, melodies born from missing pieces, a voice that would one day cradle the world's own longings. Yet those early fractures lingered, seeding a wariness that fame would only sharpen. London's fog in the late 1970s found her in her 20s, fresh from art school, sketching fabrics no one bought, modeling to eat. Creative circles brushed past like ghosts, her talent a flicker in the din. Then Pride, a gritty funk band, needed backup vocals. 1981 she stepped in, mic in hand, no fanfare. Smoky pubs swallowed her sighs amid clinking glasses, but one night changed it. A bandmate sick, she filled in on Smooth Operator, her velvet ache curling through the haze. Conversations froze, air thickened. The room leaned in, as if hearing a secret they'd forgotten. No hype, just raw confession. That impromptu hush birthing a revolution. From pub whispers to Diamond Life's 1984 blaze, she didn't chase the stage. It chased her, turning restraint into rapture. But glory's glow often hides thorns, and hers were waiting to prick. 1984 hit like velvet thunder. Diamond Life soared, Smooth Operator. A global sigh. Grammy for Best New Artist, making her the first Nigerian-born winner. Brits, multi-platinum plaques reigned, her poise a beacon in synth-pop's scream. Yet Britain's press, hungry for scandal, twisted her quiet into cold diva. Racial barbs cloaked in headlines. Whispers claimed secret kids, lavish waists, lies that smeared her grace as aloofness. Those tape machines liquidize what you say. She later sighed, trust shattered by distortions. America embraced her soul, but UK's gaze turned venomous, turning triumph into trial. She endured, armor tightening, but the violation lingered, a prelude to wounds that would test her deeper. Jamaica called in the early 1990s, a sunlit escape from tabloid teeth, with producer Bob Morgan promising peace. They built a life there, her son Isaac, arriving in 1996 amid island rhythms. But 1998 shattered the idyll. A Montego Bay stop, no crime, just police eyes sharpening. Reports claim they chased her car, detained her, demanded cash in veiled threats. A surreal betrayal of humanity, she called it. Dignity stripped like contraband. Warrant issued when she fled to England, vowing never to return. Paradise turned prison. Rumors swirled of racial profiling, extortion's ugly underbelly, but she stayed silent, the scare etching wariness into her bones. That island dream hurtled, pushing her further inward, where trust, once fragile, fractured anew. And home's betrayals were just beginning to surface. Mid-1990s brought a blade from within ex-drummer Paul Cook Pride collaborator, sued in 1995 over Diamond Life royalties, claiming credits on hits like Smooth Operator. What started as a dispute dragged 28 years, resurfacing in 2023 with fresh evidence against her and Sony. Courtrooms dissected her youth. Jam sessions turned exhibits, lyrics flattened to legalese. It wasn't just money, whispers say. It was her soul on trial. She faced it stoically, affidavits over albums, but the toll mounted. Nights replaying stolen memories, spirit drained by a bandmate's grudge. Resolved quietly in 2023, no fanfare, just exhaustion. A woman reclaiming authorship at 64. That endless fight didn't dim her. It honed her silence into steel, proving battles unseen forged the strongest resolve. Yet family would demand an even fiercer grace. Isaac's 1996 birth anchored her amid the storm, a Jamaican light she shielded fiercely. As he grew, so did her devotion, pausing music in his teens to be mama, not myth. In 2016, at 17, he came out as trans, sharing his journey on Instagram. Sade stood unwavering through hormones, surgery in 2019, recovery's raw edge. "Thank you for fighting to complete the man I am," he posted, her presence his shield. No headlines, just waiting rooms and whispers. In 2024, her first song in years, Young Lion, poured apology and pride. Wishing she'd eased his pain sooner, a mother's ache laid bare. Gloucestershire's countryside now cradles them. Her restored farmhouse with Ian Watts since 2007, dogs trailing garden walks, cooking for aging mother Granny Annie. Rumors of 2025 family health strains swirl, but her quiet care endures, turning spotlight absence into sacred presence. That bond, unyielding, hints at joys reclaiming old scars. Whispers of 2025 stir the quiet. A seventh album teased, first since 2010's Soldier of Love, with viral 2026 Echoes in the Dark tour rumors flooding X, AI posters, fan frenzy, unconfirmed but electric. Insiders claim sessions in hidden spots like France, her own time mantra holding firm. After 2011's Tour Hush, a 2018 Wrinkle in Time track, and 2024's Isaac tribute, this feels like emergence, not chase. No countdowns, just soul's pull. Her mystique amplifying the buzz. At 66, Gloucestershire's peace suits her, but music's call lingers, a velvet thread pulling her back when ready. Those rumors aren't noise. They're echoes of a voice that never truly fades. Sade Adu didn't just sing longing, she lived it. From Nigerian exile to tabloid barbs, Jamaica's betrayal to courtroom sieges, a son's transition to reclusive roots. Her velvet restraint masked wars that forged unbreakable grace, turning silence into sovereignty. As 2025 whispers of albums and tours swirl, consider this. In a scream for attention, does true power hide in the pause? Sade's life whispers yes, her sound a sanctuary for the unseen, proving legacies bloom not in blaze, but breath. What note of hers still hushes your storms?